This facility represents the belief that elite athletes deserve elite resources.
The New York Liberty are the standard in the WNBA. And I think a move like this really solidifies that, and it's something that we're really proud of because we're proud to lead.
Jonathan and I had been talking about the idea of having a Liberty practice facility since maybe the day we even met back in 2019.
When you go through and you're trying to find a facility in New York, specifically Brooklyn, it's mostly in industrial areas.
Jonathan and I have literally been in a Sprinter van with ownership, driving through different neighborhoods of Brooklyn for years.
Finding space for a facility is really hard to do in New York.
Finally, after years of searching, we found the right space in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, on the river, overlooking the Manhattan skyline, and also close to Barclays Center.
Now we have our own facility, which is great at Barclays, but now we're getting a super duper one.
It's only fitting that we would have our practice facility also be in Brooklyn. It really allows us to expand routes in a way that we didn't anticipate.
Being on this side of the bridge is always special to us.
What excites me the most is that it was designed by the players, of course with the help of a leading design firm, Populous.
And whenever I think about a stadium, I look it up, and Populous had a hand in it.
Their passion meets our passion with a project like this.
I think the thing that sets Populous apart is the collaborative spirit. It's not just talk, it's not just marketing material. We are communicating.
For decades, we've been immersing ourselves in the idea of the elite athlete and what the optimal training facility is. So it's very natural for us to turn our focus specifically on the female athlete.
We want to get players there and who fall in love with it and know, you have everything in one spot. So this is your space, so let's design it to be your space.
One of the big suggestions that I had is not just putting something in there just to say it's there, but it's about the functionality of it too.
When we connected and interviewed with the players, they were so excited to be providing feedback and just given the opportunity to talk about their needs and their wants.
Something that's never been done before will be the player lounge. It's reimagining what a locker room really is. The only difference is it's not really a locker. It's a door that opens into their own private suite. It'll be truly a sanctuary for them.
To have a space like a locker room that is just ours, where there is no through traffic or anything that was also a big thing for us too. To just kind of have that personal space and also sometimes have those tough team conversations.
Additionally, there will be a retail space that will be there for the community.
Fans know when they visit that neighborhood, if they wish, they can go have a Liberty type experience. How cool is that? It's helping understand what's kind of at stake here. We're trying to push women's sports to heights that's never been seen before. We want to lead. We want to be the best in every single thing that we do.
For a long time, women's sports have operated with less resources than men's sports, and investments in facilities like this help to close that gap.
It's constantly and consistently our ownership group establishing that they're here for the long haul and they have a standard of excellence that is second to none.
As an original team, when you think about the evolution of women's sports, and for them to now have a space to call their own, not a shared space, something built just for them is incredibly special, but it's something that some little girl who's 8 years old can dream about a day where she can not only play under the lights at Barclays Center, but where she could practice in a space that's built for her.